What is Zanat doing? Headbutting Bivol. Get him out of there as we continue.
16 of his 22 wins coming by way of knockout, Malik Zanat, the reigning and defending WBA and IBO light heavyweight champion of the world, Dimitri Bivol.
Okay guys, spoke to you both in the dressing room. You both know I expect. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both of you watch your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch gloves.
Zanat with all of Libya behind him, trying to do the impossible. Beat the machine. That's what's made him so good, one of the pounds.
But he was square-footed, so I'm not sure how much he was really hurt there.
Good opening minute and a half for Zanat.
Doesn't make mistakes.
No, he's in the air at times, and against Bivol you can't afford to do that, but this is
no emotion either from beating the favorite New Zealander.
The basics very well. You can see already trying to establish his jab. He throws a nice 1-2.
He's not willing to commit. Well, good shot there by Zanat.
This is a really good start. 1-2s. He's finished with the left hook.
You said all those fights have been the distance recently where he could have maybe got the stop.
Well, I said earlier that Zanat used to emulate Roy Jones Jr. in his basement. Oh, Bivol! Some power!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Too brave, too audacious for his own.
But the 3-punch combination there from Bivol, that the 1-2 in the end were brilliant.
Now he's walking Zanat.
Oh, left hand from Bivol. Zanat
Nullify the jab of Bivol with his own jab. This gets very...
Well, other than the knockdown, that was a pretty good round for Zanat.
I mean, he was boxing nicely, Zanat, and he just got sloppy. He came tall, his hands were low, he was square on, as you said, Barry, and he paid the price.
But look at Bivol, just bouncing it. He's been bouncing it, getting his range. Just a little tiny little mistake.
Defensively, and he got caught looking.
Exactly that. Can't admire you work.
Boy, it's just so hard to out-jab.
Again, not doing much here, just trying to force Zanat to make a mistake.
That's a fight a lot of people want to see. Benavidez versus Bivol.
Well, he's up at their weight now, isn't he? So that's a fantastic.
He's using his feet here, Bivol, really well.
Perhaps in the world.
I mean, he's found the range.
Had 186 landed jabs, the 5th most ever recorded in light heavyweight by CompuBox.
And to the corner, actually.
Fits into the target.
Out of range, trying to avoid the jab. I'd like to see him slip on the outside of the jab and fire over with the right hand.
Forward.
Trying to bark at Bivol. I don't think Bivol's going to listen to that.
Slightly just hitting the gloves of Bivol. But when Bivol throws it...
Zanat's had moments of success for sure. Foot fight happening in the front.
He didn't hit the target there, Bivol, but that dipping down throw on that left hook's a good idea.
Just trying to feint
His opponents, listen to this, in 95 of the last 100 rounds he's fought.
the flip side. Zanat needs to...
He's only fought twice since he beat Canelo.
Keeps his body low.
Oh, good left there from Bivol.
Stay as well from Bivol.
Again, landing with the jab.
Coming into this fight, Bivol had it outlanded. Bivol just so good defensively.
He needs to start separating with his own 1-2, I feel, Bivol. Again, the footwork. You can see there's so much. Lots of weight. Every single time he throws the jab, it comes back to his, below his chest.
A ruptured meniscus in his knee.
sliding into his Instagram DMs for a lot straight, Bivol. And I think the left hook that you spoke about, the dip of the knees and fire through, is the shot against his hammer. Zinad so low.
Good right hand again.
Aggressive, I think, that we've seen him.
It doesn't look like it, but this is so be careful. That left hand very low every single.
He did this in his last fight, you know, in Australia, talking to him.
In his last fight, Zinad had 100.
Because BeterBM has better feet than people give him credit for. He's not just a puncher. That double jab from Bivol. He's used it a few times in this round. Solid jab there from Bivol. That's good work, though.
That little jerky motion that he does, you're always worried about the shots are going to come out. But wasn't a bad response from Zinad.
Much better round. How'd you feel? How's your nose feel? You breathing all right? Yeah?
He doesn't use bad words, does he? He's that amped up to fight Hrgovic.
He's fired up for sure.
Those hands just pop back into the defensive posture after he throws a punch.
It shows you the distance is absolutely fantastic.
From the right angle, a certain angle, Bivol's outlanded him by 14 punches. That fight, the first round knockdown, but Zinad has been competitive other than that.
So 5 weeks after a fight that was so hard, the Aussies are saying it's one of their fights.
When he holds his feet, Zinad, that's when Bivol's got to let the shot.
22-0 with 16 KOs.
And Eddie Hearn was telling us in the week.
Double, basically, the amount.
Zinad needs to do more of this. Right hand go. Look, I mean, look. Mentioned it numerous times.
It's a lot of effort.
Defensively, begging for a fight, begging for an opportunity. And this is his moment.
Later this year, as BeterBM recovers from.
So I think Bivol's got to get a little bit lower here.
Here it is.
Just to try and frustrate Bivol a little bit. Try and get him angry. That's not a bad thing, trying to get in his head. Maybe Bivol makes a mistake now, comes out too fat, too hard.
The fights take hardly any money, travel to his opponent's hometowns.
Zinad, you see he's got a loose, I know we talked about the lead left hand, but a loose right hand as well is quite...
And the thing is with Bivol, what Chris is saying, he's not asking for something.
Oh, there's the best punch of the fight for Zinad, and Bivol delivers.
But now he needs to maintain that now.
He's waving Bivol up. No, good right hand though from Bivol.
Fight against Bivol had it taken place.
Bivol, not by much though. It's a long jab, and he's flicking it out constantly, making Bivol just take a step back and regroup.
And makes him less exciting. Oh, there's
some power, man.
To me, he's becoming a light heavyweight Demetrius Andrade. So 49.
He's sold himself a bit, hasn't he? To get more work, more opportunities. It might be code for something.
Maybe.
He's only had 22 fights, and this is the 10th different country he's fought in.
What that is you turn the shot over, so you punch.
Again, a lot of pressure from Bivol. It was a nice jab as well, good variation with the jab.
Used to refuse to step on the gas when he had opportunities.
The pound-for-pound fighter in Bivol. Moving, sticking out the jab. Nice jab though from Bivol, but a lot of talking, a lot of verbal activity from Zinad. He really had.
And that slow motion shot, I don't know if you saw it from Mike. Is Zinad doing better than you thought he would?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think this is
Yeah, Todd, I got a 4 rounds to 1, 49-45 for Dimitri Bivol against Zinad that fourth.
Someone yelled he's tired, and Zinad started talking back to him, which is not from Bivol's jab. You could see it was just like a flick until right at the very end when
Look at the fire back. Enough intelligence to get out of the corner.
Zanad that fourth round, but so far I've got Bivol largely in control. Like I said,
For him, whatever happens from here on, this has been, for him, a very impressive performance, coming in at such
The body is nice and smooth, and at the end you turn the hand over, and that gives you that impact, that little torque.
45, but not all that impressed with what I'm seeing from Dimitri Bivol.
When you're in there with perhaps the best fighter in the world.
He is open to a left hook.
Sort of right hand there from Bivol.
Yeah, I would just like to see Bivol just go through the gears.
Good counter right hand from Zanad as we check in. Well, he doesn't look like a 30-1 underdog.
Even here, there, let's give us something he can't do.
Oh, right hand. And that buckles his legs. And this may be the next 2018 was the last that Bivol hasn't gotten. He finished a fighter, and he's ready to go. In the corner, and they'll stop it. Dimitri Bivol.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 6. Our referee, Howard Foster, steps in to stop the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout and still WBA and IBO light heavyweight champion of the world, Dimitri